Hi everyone, in this video we are going to solve one more problem that is nothing but add binary and the problem number is 67. So let's see first of all what this problem says. After that we are going to see the logic part, how we can solve this, and after that we are going to implement our logic. So problem says given a two binary string A and B, return their sum as a binary string. Alright, so we are given with the two string. Here in this case we have A, that is nothing but 11, we can say 1 1, and B is nothing but 1 only, right? So what we have to do, we have to first of all find the decimal value. So 1 1 is nothing but 3 and B will become 1 only, right? Now after that we have to add them. So 3 plus 1 is nothing but 4, and then we have to again convert into a binary value. So we can say 4 is nothing but 100, and we have to return that in a string format. You can see in the output, right? So this is what we have to do in this problem. So now how we can solve this? That is a easy problem, so there should be many approach, right? So I can say guys, first approach is gonna be, right, we can simply use a Python in library, convert into integer. So Python, there is a one function integer, and you can pass this a comma 2. So it will gonna give you 3, and same you can do int b comma 2. It will gonna give you 1, and then again you can add it 3 plus 1 is 4, and again you can use a one inbuilt function bin 4, and you can pass it like this. So this is gonna solve your problem in just 3 line of code, but by using a function inbuilt function. You are not doing a manually, and that is a very bad thing, or I would say the bad approach. If it will ask in your interview, then if you do like this, then definitely the result may be very, I can't say, but it will not be acceptable, right? All right, so how we can solve this particular problem? So basically if you focus it little more here, there is a 1 1, right? A is 1, again 1, and B is 1, right? So if we don't find the decimal values, if we just simply add them, then will it give us the same answer? Just find out. 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2, and we can't write 2 in a binary, so we can write instead of 2 0, and we can pass one carry over here. And 1 plus 1 is again 2, we can pass again a carry over here, and 1, right? So you can see that both are solutions same, right? So we need to do just add this two binary value and just simply return the output. That is nothing, right? So if I see on the second thing, let me show you here. 1 0 1 0, and the second example 1 0 1 1 1, here again 0, pass will carry will come like this, and this is nothing but here. So 1 plus 1 again 2, so we'll pass a carry and 1, right? You can see 1 0 1 0 is the same output, right? I hope this much makes sense. We just need to add the binary value, and it will simply gonna give us the output. So guys, now find out, let me just tell you that how we can solve this particular problem. So let me write here logic, and here guys we are going to see how we can solve this particular problem. And you know that guys, we just need to take the same characters, right? Here if I say 1 0 1 0 and 1 0 1 1, we just need to start from the back, right? We're going to start from this side. So we can say we need to just use a two pointer. The first will point to the A string, the second will point to the B string, right? So first of all we are going to start from here. So we can say this is nothing but this is our string. So we can say just add this two character value. So we'll get nothing but 1. So we'll simply write here 1. Fine. And come, we will decrement by 1 both the characters. Means if it is I which is pointing to this one, and if j is pointing to this one, then both will decrement it, I minus 1 j minus 1, and we will come to this one. And if here we will add, we will say this is nothing but 2, and we can't write 2 in a binary. So we'll say just mode with the 2. And why I'm doing mode with the 2? Because binary does contain only two characters, right? 0 and 1. If it is connected to, that means we need to divide, do mode with the two values, right? If we do 2 more 2, we will get 0, and we'll come to here. And whenever we are getting a value 2, right, then we need to just pass one carry, right? Here initially by default pass the 0, carry will be 0 by default. Once we got any value which has a 2, then we need to forward a carry 1, right? Here we will add 1 plus 0 plus 0, that is nothing but again 1, which is less than 2. Now we will pass here 0 because we don't find a value which is greater than 2. Then we'll come here 0 plus 1 plus 1, that now you are again getting a value that is nothing but 2. So do 2 more 2, that is nothing but 0. Come here, pass a carry will come like same as it is, right? So we'll get 1 0 1 0 1. We are not doing nothing, we are doing nothing as just we are traversing from back to the front, and we are maintaining one carry as a variable. We are going to make a carry 1 only if our sum will be 2, and if we are going to make our carry 0 if our sum is 1 or 0, right? That is the main concept we are going to use here. So we are going to see in a code how we can do this. So let's move to the code and see how we can implement this and how we can use this particular logic, right? So let's move to the code part. So here guys, let me see, this will gonna be a bigger size. I hope this much is visible to you. So we are going to make a two pointer first of all, I and j, and here we are going to say I will be pointing to the end of the a character, and j will be pointing to the end of the b character, right? and we are going to maintain one carry as well. By default carry will be gonna 0, right? And the one thing which we need to return is that is result. So we are going to make an empty string result, right? Now we are going to say while I greater than 0 or j greater than equal to 0. Keep traversing, because it may be the case that one string may be bigger and second string may be smaller, right? So we need to traverse until and unless we don't reach to the end of the both the string. So if I say a is nothing but 100 and b is nothing but 1, right? So it is not the case that we need to just stop at the first character. We can say this will gonna be like this, right? So append we can append at the front 4 zeros to make it equal, right? So we can say if the first value, we are going to say first value is going to be the a values. So we can say first value is going to be 0 if I is less than 0. That means we can say that we have taken all the characters, like first string is smaller, that it will going to end earlier than the second string. So if it is end earlier, then we can say first string nothing but contain only 0 value, right? But if it is not the case, then we can say take that particular value int a of I. And same thing we are going to do with the second as well. Second is going to 0 if second and earlier than first one, earlier than if b string and earlier than a string, then it's going to take 0 character. Otherwise it's going to take integer of b of I, and let me not have b of j. I hope this much makes sense. Now we are going to say sum, which is going to be first plus second plus carry. I hope this makes sense. We are going to now find the sum, and we have to already seen that if sum is less than 2, then it is fine. But if it is greater than 2, then we have to do something. So I can say if carry is going to be 1, if sum is if carry is going to be 0, if sum is, let me write sum is less than 2, else it is going to be 1. Fine. Now we have to add something into our string also, right? We have to append something in our result. So we can say result is going to be add now string of, what we are going to do, we are going to say sum mode 2. If sum will 2, then it will going to add 0. If sum will be 1, then it will going to add 1 only. If sum will be 0, it will going to add 0 only, right? Once we add it to a result, we are going to decrement I as well and j as well. I hope it makes sense. And once we have done this, we have to use one special test case. Let me show you what is that test case. Here guys, you can see here we got one carry, right? But we have reached the end of the both the string, but still we have one carry. Here you can see that we got one carry, right? This one. So we can say if the carry after ending both the strings, if still a carry is 1, that means we have to append 1 as well in our result as well, right? So we are going to say this test case, if carry is 1, then we can say result plus equal to we can say a string of 1, right? I hope this makes sense. And instead of that, we can say like this only. So we are going to add 1 as well. Now we are going to return a result. But wait, we can't return this result simply. We have to reverse it. And why we are reversing it? You can see that in first example only, we will get our output like this. We will append in first of all in result 0, right? Then again we will append 0, then we will gonna append 1. But we don't want to return this thing. We want to return 100, right? So that will be possible if we just simply reverse this particular result. I hope this much makes sense. Now let's try to run this code and see whether we are getting any error or not. So let me run it. You can see that all the test cases are passed. Fine. And let's try to submit this code. I believe it should submit it. And you can see that it's successfully submitted, right? And so that's all in this video. It was an easy problem, and I believe you must have solved this particular problem. If you still have any kind of doubt, you can ask in the comment section. And guys, if you learned something new in this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Meet you in the next video.